Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Match Betting Chronicles. Okay, so once again I'm doing correct score Dutching, and today's game is Lyon versus Lens. And I'm in a quite bad position here, and I'm not sure if I can get out of this one, but I just wanted to make this video to show, losing trades. This one I haven't lost yet, of course. There's still a chance because I have got 2-1 covered on both sides. But let's just say I'm in a bad position, and I'm currently not even sure whether I should exit out now or try and salvage it. But anyway, before I get to that, I'll just show you how I profiled the game and what selections I've got covered. So I thought this is going to be a very low scoring game. I did think sort of 1-0, 1-1, something like that. Simply because of the team's form. But one of the main reasons, I won't go into all the reasons, but if we just look at the league table for a minute, and Lens, who are in 4th place, are playing away. And they've only actually scored 12 goals away. And they've conceded only 8. So that's pretty much the best defence in the league away. Only Marseille have got 7. So yeah, technically Marseille are the best, but Lens second best, okay? So they don't score too much. They don't concede much away from home. Now we've got Lyon, who are playing at home, and they do score a fair amount, 17. It's not bad, but they haven't exactly been on a great run recently. And again, a good defence. So they've got, well, it's second only to Lens actually. So they've got the second best defence in the league at home. So when they're playing a team like Lens, who don't score many away from home, yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a low-scoring affair. Additionally, Lens have been on, they had a fantastic run, but the last few games, I think they've been draws. So that's why I've profiled this as a low-scoring game. So with that in mind, I'll show you what scores I covered. So yeah, I didn't think it would be 0-0, but just in case, I put some money on the 0-0, just so I'd pretty much scratch trade if it was 0-0. I covered the 1-0 to both sides. And again, I thought it might finish 1-1, so a little bit of money there. Losing a little bit of its finishes 1-1. But I did cover 2-1 to both teams, just because if it went 1-0 early, I didn't want it to be sort of, I didn't want to be panicking if there was more goals, basically. I didn't do 2-0s properly. I didn't. So again, I pretty much scratch trade if it's 2-0, put a little bit of money. But the main money was on the 1-0 and the 2-1s. So as you can see, I've only really got one scoreline left. If there's another goal earlier on in this match, I'm in big trouble. If it stays 1-1 for quite a while, yeah, I'm laughing. But yeah, the danger is if there is another goal. So what I'm thinking of doing is just topping up the 1-1, maybe with something like £4. And then I'm thinking about backing 3-1 to both sides. But actually, I might just do it for Lens based on what I've seen on SofaScore. So if I go on to this, it does look like Lyon scored against the run of play. Because when I look at the attack momentum, apart from this spell here, it looks like it's been pretty much all Lens. Let's see the stats. So yeah, expected goals quite low for both teams. Lyon have only had one shot on target. 3 shots in total. So if the second half is the same, you'd expect, if there is more goals, for it to be on with Lens. So I could think about just topping up, you know, on Lens sides. But the problem is, even if I back 3-1, okay, so I could put in maybe 5, 6 maybe. But then say even if Lens make it 2-1, okay, so I've got 3-1 covered now, so I can feel more comfortable. But the 2-2 is a real danger now, and yeah, I'd have to put at least a 10 on that, and then the profit starts to get really quite low. And of course, if it goes against me, I've now got £70 of risk instead of 50. So I don't like the position I'm in. I did think it would be around this kind of scoreline, but not in the first half. You know, unfortunately, Lyon just scored too early for me. So yeah, this is a difficult position, but this is the correct score market, and yeah, it can definitely go against you like this, especially if you do get an unexpected goal against a run of play. So I'll have a think about what to do. I mean, I would normally, you know, when I first started, cash out. I'd be tempted to cash out this position. I'd be panicking. I'd be, you know, I'd want to protect my my bank really. But the more I do this, I've realised that, you know, I spend a long time profiling the games, and actually, I'm often right. It's just the scores happen too early. So I cash out, I make a loss, but I would have been right if I stayed in. So I'm trying not to panic now, you know, panic less, basically. So yeah, it is important to protect the bank, of course it is, but at the same time, you've got to have confidence in the profiling that you've done. So I think I've made some other videos on how you can sometimes reduce your risk when you're in a good position. Unfortunately, I'm not in a good position in this one, because sometimes you can lay off the current scoreline for a scratch trade, but because I haven't backed 1-1, there's nothing for me to lay off here. So yeah, in a bit of trouble. I'm not sure about laying off the 2-1 scorelines. That might give me something, but probably the odds are a bit too high. Okay, and there we have it. This trade is now over for me. What I did is I did cover the 3-1. I added some money on that to Lens. Based on the SofaScore stats, I thought they were more likely to get a goal, but unfortunately Lyon have gone 2-1 up, and as you can see, I didn't put any money on the 3-1. I could have done, the odds were pretty decent, but if I'd have done that, I'd have had low profit. So unfortunately I haven't done that. 2-2 is not covered, and it's now far too risky to stay in because I'll be risking 60. So instead I'll probably cash out now. Maybe what I can do is lay 2-1 instead. Let me just have a look at that. That's too high. Anyway, I'm going to figure this out. Basically, I'll just lay off the current scoreline, and maybe I can get the cash out down, maybe like minus 17 or something. Or I do think maybe if it could stay 2-1, maybe I could lay it so that I'd lose less if it stayed 2-1, a bit more on any other scoreline. But anyway, so I need to end the video so I can play about with that. But yep, I just wanted to record this to show this trade is properly lost and that it is sensible now to cash out instead of risking the whole bank. Thanks for listening.